Good morning students, myself Shraddha Agarwal from Holy Hearts Educational Academy. Today I came with the next topic of class 12. The chapter is electrochemistry and today's topic will be Faraday's law of electrolysis process. So Faraday's law, there are two laws for the Faraday's first law as well as Faraday's second law. Coming to the topic, that is the Faraday's first law. According to the Faraday's first law, the amount of the chemical reaction occurring at any electrode by passing current is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolyte. So this is the Faraday's law. So according to Faraday's law, in simple, if I am going to say, we can say that mass of the substance deposited at any electrode is directly proportional to the current passed through it. That is, W is directly proportional to Q, where W refer the mass of the substance deposited or liberated, whereas Q is the quantity of electricity and its unit is coulomb. We know that Q equal to IT, where I refer to the current and T represent to the time. So unit of I will be, that is ampere, whereas time is second. So if I want to remove this proportionality sign, I have to use a constant, and that constant is Z. Z is known to be electrochemical equivalent constant. So the equation come to be W is equal to ZIT. So Z is electrochemical equivalent constant and its unit is gram per coulomb. So as I have written here, W is equal to mass of the substance deposited or liberated in grams. Q is the quantity of electricity in coulomb. I is current, unit is ampere, T is time, second. Z is electrochemical equivalent constant and its unit is gram per coulomb. So if the question asks what do you mean by electrochemical equivalent constant? So Z is defined as the amount of the substance deposited when 1 ampere of current is passed for 1 second. This is the definition of electrochemical equivalent constant. So how you can get the value of Z? So Z is equal to E upon F, where E is known to be equivalent mass and F is known to be Faraday's constant. Faraday's constant is equal to 96500 coulomb, whereas equivalent mass you can calculate. Equivalent mass is equal to atomic mass upon valency. Now, we can get a numerical problem related to this formula, that is when a current of 0.75 ampere is passed through copper sulfate solution for 25 minutes. 0.369 gram of copper is deposited at the cathode. Calculate the atomic mass of copper. So in this question, what are the things I have given? So 0.75 ampere, as the unit is ampere, the value of I is given to you. 0.369 gram, as it is gram, the value of W is given to you. Next 25 minutes, we have to convert the minutes into the seconds. So 25 minutes, that means time value is given. So the formula is W equal to ZIT. We know that Z is equal to E upon F. So if I am going to modify this formula, it come to be W is equal to EIT upon F. But the value of equivalent mass is not given in our question. We have to calculate the value of E also. So E is equal to atomic mass upon valency. Again modifying this equation, it come to be W is equal to atomic mass into I into T upon valency into Faraday's constant. Now what are the things given to us? W value is given to us, that is 0.369 atomic mass. I have to calculate. We know the valency of copper is 2. Faraday's constant, we know that it is 96500. I value is given to us, that is 0.75 ampere, whereas T 25 minutes, that we have to convert into the second. So as I have to calculate the atomic mass, the formula come to be atomic mass is equal to W into valency into F upon IT. Putting the values, that is atomic mass is equal to 0.369 into 2 into 96500 upon 0.75 into 25 into 60. Answer come to be 63.3 gram. So this is the atomic mass of the copper. So by this method, this is the shortcut method, and by this method you can calculate the mass of the substance, time, current, any of the variable that is given in your question. Now coming to the second, that is the Faraday's second law. According to Faraday's second law, when the same quantity of electricity is passed through different electrolyte, the amount of the different substance formed are directly proportional to their equivalent mass. That is, if the same cells are connected in a series, and when you are going to pass same amount of electricity, the mass of the substance deposited is directly proportional to their equivalent mass. If I am going to write down the mathematical equation, here I will write it down. W1 upon W2 is equal to E1 upon E2, where W1 and W2 represent the mass of the substance, whereas E1 and E2 represent the equivalent mass of that particular substance. Now, coming to the numerical problem. If our question is, in an electrolysis process, a current was passed for 5 hours through two cells connected in a series. The first cell contained a solution of gold salt and the second cell contained copper sulfate solution. 9.85 gram of gold was deposited in the first cell. If the oxidation number of gold is +3, find the amount of the copper deposited on the cathode in the second cell. Also calculate the magnitude of the current in the ampere. So in this question, what are the things given to us? 5 hours. That is, time is given to us, but we have to convert this hours into the second. 9.85 gram, that is the value of W is given to us. Oxidation state, that is gold is given to us, that is 3. Now coming to the formula, mass of gold deposited upon mass of copper deposited equal to equivalent mass of gold upon equivalent mass of copper. The first step is to calculate the equivalent mass of gold as well as copper. So equivalent mass of gold is equal to atomic mass upon its valency, and atomic mass of gold come to be 197 divided by 3. Equivalent mass of copper is atomic mass upon valency, again that means 63.5 upon 2. Mass of copper deposited, just by crisscross method you can calculate. Mass of copper deposited is equal to 9.85 into 63.5 into 3 upon 2 into 197, and the answer come to 4.7625 gram. That means this much gram of substance is deposited. Now our second task is to calculate that the magnitude of the current in ampere. We know that E equal to Z into 96500. Then what is the value for Z? Z is equal to E upon 96500. And what is this E? E is equal to 63.5 upon 2 into 96500. We know the formula, that is W is equal to ZIT. So as I have done W is equal to ZIT, I am just going to put the value. The value of W is 4.7625. The value of Z just now we have calculated, that is 63.5 upon 2 into 96500 into I into 5 into 3600. Why I have multiplied 5 by 3600? Because I have to convert 5 hours into the second. Now the value of I can be calculated. I is equal to 4.7625 into 2 into 96500 upon 63.5 into 5 into 3600, and the answer comes to be 0.804 ampere. So by this method you can calculate the mass of the substance deposited or liberated at any of the electrode by Faraday's second law, as well as mass of the substance from current, time, any of the variable you can calculate by the Faraday's law of electrolysis process. So students, you are going to prepare the notes of this topic as well as solve NCERT questions. Thank you.